Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby from the Brown Book Series, broadcasting live from the Chicago Spring Fling. We're live from the Sheraton Grand North in Chicago, Illinois. We've been saying all day we're going to be doing live remotes all day from here. And if you're in the Chicago area, they have an open book signing from 3 to 5. But right now, we have, oh my God, this is my first time meeting her. She came in looking all spiffy and stuff. I want to just take her clothes. Her pants. I mean, not all, but I like her pants. They're so, look, okay. I love it. They coming in beat today, y'all. Please welcome author Kelly Farmer.
Thank you.
Hi, Kelly. How are you, darling?
I'm wonderful.
It's so good meeting you.
It's so nice to meet you, too. We are very excited to have you.
I'm very excited to be here, and I'm excited to talk to you all. This has been cool.
Yeah.
I was like, so we was just sitting here talking about you were Karina Press, and I was like, I thought it was a article. So she was breaking it down to me because y'all know her. And I'd be nosy, but I'd be like, what? Mm-hmm. So thanks for the breakdown.
Yeah. It's a little confusing because Karina Press is owned by Harlequin,
right.
Who's owned by HarperCollins,
yes.
Who's probably owned by, like a secret pact somewhere.
I know. But me and Kelly, we was like, listen, as long as my name is spelled correct on my check, we don't give a shit who
exactly
is owned by.
Yeah.
So Kelly, tell everybody a little something about you.
Okay, so I write sapphic women's romances. I have a women's hockey series. It's called the Out on the Ice series. The debut, Out on the Ice, came out during the pandemic because I had a very long and winding road towards publication. So of course, oh my gosh.
How long did it take you to get published?
About 20 years.
Kelly, stop. Just stop the camera.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. So you wrote a novel, the same one that we're reading now?
No.
Oh, it's okay. It was something else. And for 20 years, it took you 20 years to get published.
Yep.
Girl, what happened? What they say? Did they hit you back and say, okay, you need to do this or you need to do that, or what was the process like for you?
Just I started writing male-female romances, which is a much more competitive market. So I got a lot of this is good, but we already have something like it. This is good, but this is good, but. And then my buts started getting this is really good, but I don't know how to sell it. Because I started going well, if you had too much like what I was writing, I'm going to write something slightly bonkers. And then slightly bonkers got me, we have no idea how to sell this.
Oh my God.
So.
Did you ever think about just going indie?
Everybody kept saying why don't you just go indie? Just self-publish. And there was something inside of me that was that's not my path.
That's okay.
And I just was I have to honor that. That's not my path.
So now that you are published, though, do you ever think that you would just, every now and then go over there and write an indie book?
Anything's possible, honestly. And I have some old manuscripts that I'm maybe someday I would just spiff them up a little.
Yeah,
just throw them out there.
That's what's up. So
I probably sell those now.
Look, I'm just saying. So after 20 years of oh my God, what the fuck? Why I can't get my book published? Who was your first publishing company?
It's Karina Press.
So Karina Press is your first publishing company, and when they called you during the pandemic,
yeah,
and said, "Hey, girl, hey,
yeah,
we go ahead on and do your thing." What was your reaction?
My honestly, my reaction was, finally, because this was the first female romance I ever wrote, and I was trying something new, exploring a different part of myself, and I was literally if this book doesn't sell, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was basically waiting to hear back from Karina, mm-hmm. And then it was kind of I don't know what I'm gonna do. And when they said, hey, we like this, we want to buy it, I was okay. It was a relief, all that stubbornness finally paid off.
It finally paid off.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so your book is female on female.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the genre you're writing in, or you just okay.
Yeah.
Even back then, when you was submitting your manuscripts, you was doing female on male.
Those were just cisgendered male-female romances.
So why didn't you think back then to just kind of be you know what, fuck it, let me go ahead on and get in my tea real quick and put it out there?
in terms of the female stories,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because I had this. So I'm a big women's hockey fan, and in 2018 there was like the big Olympics gold medal game, and it kind of like reignited my love of women's hockey. And this idea popped into my head about like, oh, like a retired star and someone who currently plays hockey.
Yes.
And then I was like, well, I can't write this. I'm straight. I'm not like authority on this. And then of course it was kind of like a life imitating art thing.
Right.
I was like, well, maybe I'm not straight. Maybe let's explore this. And actually writing this book helped me realize that I'm bisexual. So
did you find an old hockey star how was your research on this?
I had written a romance years ago where the heroine was a goalie.
Okay.
She played hockey. So I had done a ton of research at that time, and I just kind of like followed it,
Right.
been a fan, followed it. There's a professional women's league, so just kind of was a fan. So I, stalked people on Twitter. Won't say, and no names, I don't want to be creepy.
No.
But I just kind of like took bits and pieces from like real people, like things I'd heard, things I wanted to write about, and just kind of pieced them together.
So through your writing, you kind of like piece your own life together as well to figure out what's your sexuality, what's your orientation. So once you said, okay, look, I'm bisexual and that's what I'm doing, was the writing easier for you? Was it more freeing, for that?
Good question.
I know I get deep sometimes.
You did. It's
every
good.
now and then.
It's good. I think what was one benefit was it was really it was so personal at that moment that like I really could tap into some of the emotions because it wasn't like I was remembering them from like when I was a teenager. I felt that like I was feeling it right then, and I feel like the emotions really came through in that book. And it was I don't know how I could have written that book any other way. In a way, it was just kind of like I was like, we're going on this journey together.
Basically, yeah.
You and I. So
and it became a beautiful love story.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I always love it when people find their freedom, find their self, when you figure out who you are. Oh my God, like shit, it's like look out, world.
Yeah, and I was in my early 40s, so like definitely never too late.
It's never too late to be free, to be who you, and then too you can wake up 50 and be like, all right, I'm just doing guys again.
Yeah. It's fluid. It is what it is.
It's fluid. It is what it is, and it's all fun, and it's all love, and it's what the fuck I want to do.
Exactly.
I absolutely love it. So when this book came out, so how did you feel when you first, you got published, everything's looking good, you got current press, when you first got your first review?
Oh boy. This is so silly because I was one of those like, I'm not going to read my reviews. I'm a very sensitive flower.
Right.
I can't handle it. So of course like my book went up on NetGalley,
yes,
like a review site. And like, so as soon as it went up, I was like, okay, all right. You know what? I'm just gonna check. And then it was like
glance,
and I would say the first couple of reviews I got, they were not bad, but they weren't like great.
Okay.
And I was kind of like, oh no, like, oh God, is
shit.
my career over before it has even began? And so then, but then I started getting like good reviews and like positive and 5 stars, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'm not. Maybe my career's not over.
It's not.
And then I started getting the like, this resonated with me. I understood her. And then like the greatest feeling was when somebody like got it.
When someone gets you, oh my God.
Oh my God. Like the first one I read where the person like got what I was doing.
Yeah. Make you want to kiss them in the mouth, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was like,
like
I don't like reach out to people about reviews. Reviews are for readers and therapy sessions.
Yes.
but there were some where I was just like, thank you.
Oh my God.
So appreciate you.
How long did it take you to write this book?
My debut? Ooh, I want to say like a year, like a longer than a year. That I used to take a long time to write books, and I'm external deadline driven.
Okay.
So the greatest thing that ever happened to me was getting a contract that said, "This is your due date."
This is your due date.
Because like my second book, I wrote much faster, like 4 months.
So that makes sense when you went back to saying why people was pushing you to go indie, and you was like, publishing was my thing, because it's like the structure of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know yourself. You're like, no, if I write indie, it'll take me another 5 years to write out, because there's no deadline or anything like that. I absolutely love it. So tell us a little bit about your debut novel.
So that is Out on the Ice, the namesake of the series. It is it's a grumpy sunshine romance, because that's my absolute favorite. And
I kind of like those too.
Yeah, so that's the book with the I could grab a postcard.
Yes, definitely.
Where did I put my bag?
Where should put her bag at, Malika?
Oh, it's up there.
Grab her bag for her, please.
Hey, this is the cover with the Megan Rapinoe lookalike on it. So God bless Karina Press for finding this. It's not Megan Rapinoe, but this is the gal with the purple hair who.
Okay.
Yeah, she.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. She reminded me of the soccer.
Yeah, Megan Rapinoe.
Megan Rapinoe. Yeah.
And so
that's so crazy, because I was thinking about hockey. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, that's the soccer chick.
Well, yeah, these are ice hockey people. But yeah.
Not hockey. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about just soccer. Soccer. Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah. So basically, it features a retired women's hockey legend who runs.
I'm sorry. This is the cover.
Yeah. I screamed when I first saw it, because it was like, oh my god, I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, I love this cover, and it's funny. Nice. I can tell you some fun facts about it. When I first got it, because we see like a draft of the cover, the purple-haired gal was like bald here, she was completely bald, and they drew hair on her. They drew hair on her. Isn't that wild?
Whoever did this are wonderful. Oh my God! So this is the book you'll be signing today?
Unfortunately, I'm digital only, so
okay.
I don't have paperbacks to sign.
So you'll be signing these?
I'll be signing those.
Okay, we're gonna sign mine. Get mine out the way.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll do. Oh, you know what?
And I need to get that book. I'm telling you, I gotta get this book.
If you want a paperback, I do have author copies. I'll give you a paperback. I do have. Karina is very thoughtful, and unfortunately, they're not doing it anymore. But they do like one print run of 48 books, and they're your author copies, so we can give them away.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those, because I'm interested.
I will get you one.
Yeah, I'm interested. Okay, cool.
I don't have any in this bag.
No, you're good. So okay, I won't interrupt you no more. Okay, so tell the people about. It threw me off, y'all. I'm like, okay.
I know. I love
on
this
the ice.
cover.
Okay, so finish telling me about Out on the Ice. Out on the Ice.
So it's got this former women's hockey legend who runs an all-girls hockey school in the Chicago suburbs, because I'm a local. And
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't travel far. And she has a guest instructor come for her summer camp, who is Amy, the purple-haired gal. And she's a professional women's hockey player. Yes, they exist. And so she's only supposed to be there for the summer, because she has to go back to Boston to play hockey and do her day job, because unfortunately she has a day job. Because the women don't get paid anything. Yeah,
period.
So they start with just supposed to be a summer fling, but then it becomes, let's just see what happens.
It becomes a lifetime thing.
Yeah, and then it becomes a forever fling.
I absolutely love that, though. So how did you research this? What was your research like? Besides you stalking
Besides stalking people I won't name on social media.
Exactly.
I had to look up running a hockey school.
Okay.
And all about that. And
did you go visit any of them?
I didn't, but I have been to enough ice rinks in my day. Right. I learned I can play hockey. These are all very, very broad use of the words, though.
You found out you have your old hockey star and stuff.
No.
You said no star. You just a player.
No, I can stand. I can ice skate and I can play floor hockey. But when I try to put them together, it's like Oh, the puck's over there.
You know, we got to teach you golf. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so, and that's out now. So when is your next novel out? Do you have another novel coming up?
Yeah, the second one in the series is called Unexpected Goals. That one came out in November, so that one's available now.
Okay.
That's the Enemies to Lovers U.S.-Canadian hockey romance. Because,
oh my God! So this is the whole series. How many books are you gonna have in this series?
So far, definitely 3.
Okay.
Because the third one's coming out this November.
This November, yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, she got another coming out in November.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
So that'd be the third installment. So wait though. So in your mind, how many books do you think you're gonna go
I think definitely 4.
in this series?
Yeah, I
Why
have
only
like
four?
I have a 4th idea, but honestly, like I could just keep going.
You really could, because
Yeah.
you know, it's a whole team.
Yeah. Well, it's like, there's interesting dynamics. Like the second book is teammates. The third book is rival head coaches. So you can just kind of keep pairing like rival teams. Someone gets traded. There's all sorts of
star to star kind of star and trainer, all kind of stuff. I like that.
Yeah, but the idea I have for the 4th book is like they play the exact same position. And so it's always kind of like jostling for position a little bit. Like I want to be on the ice. I want to be on the ice.
I love it. This is cool. Absolutely love that. All right, Kelly, author's moments. Author's moments. And being a novelist, what did you learn a little too late?
About the writing process? Or
It's about everything. The writing process. Yeah, the whole industry, the whole writing process, the whole everything. Just being a novelist. When you became an author, a published author, when were you like, oh shit, I should have did this. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh wait, oh shit, oh no, wait. Ah! And now looking back on it, like, you know what? I would have did that differently.
Yeah. I would have definitely, I would say, like, and this is true for anyone who's like a slow writer, set a deadline, like treat it like a job. Treat it like a job, because like when you have that deadline and your contract says your book is turned in on March 25th, because that's my most recent deadline. If you're not like, if you haven't like trained yourself to be like, okay, gotta write, gotta buckle down. I was very fortunate that I had like done that to myself,
right,
because it was still like, oh shit,
right.
Like, and it's like, if the muse isn't visiting you that day, like, too bad.
Yeah,
too bad. This is going to be the crap that I have to revise, but it's crap that's there. So yeah, I would say definitely like learning how to like treat it like a job, because now it's an actual job.
It's an actual job, right?
Yeah, and I would say learning how to use Canva, which I did. Yeah,
Canva is just, oh my God, it's so many something. I just can't.
It's just such a time suck, because you're like, ooh, look at this background. Ooh, look at this.
Yes,
background.
it's too many. I'm like, yo, they need to something else need to happen with Canva. I just cannot take it.
Yeah, so I've spent like an inordinate amount of time learning how to use Canva, and like I set up my own website. So I wish for years and years people are like, just have a website, just have something like a placeholder. And I never did, because I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to publish, and I'm not published, so why do I need a website?
Right.
And then I found out
the mailing list.
Yeah, I found out very quickly that it was like, oh, we need a live link to your website for this thing, and it has to be live when you turn it in. And so I literally had to be like, okay, I'm gonna make a website in a weekend.
Yeah.
So I would say I definitely wish I had taken that advice and just had some like dummy website up.
Something, but now you know, so you're good. I love it. Kelly, if you could sit down with your 15-year-old self, what would you tell her?
Chill out. Chill out. Life is not this dramatic.
It's not.
And I was like in theater in high school.
Oh, were you?
Yes. That's my background. My background is actually in like theater, acting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
I haven't broken into any accents, so I'm already doing okay.
You're doing great. So you would tell yourself to chill out. I totally understand that. Now, your books, the first two that are out that we know of. If you could sit down and have tea with any one of your characters, who would it be and why?
It would not be Amy because she's exhausting.
Amy is the purple hair girl.
Purple hair girl. She's exhausting. She's the chatterbox with like no filter. She says she has squirrel brain. So, and I share her brain. Like I gave her my brain. So it would not be her.
What is squirrel brain?
Squirrel brain is like, I would say she's probably like misdiagnosed ADHD. Like
Squirrel.
So,
because me and my husband and our kids is crazy because we'll be on our way to do something. Then we'd be like, just start counting butterflies somewhere. We're like, he's like, squirrel. Then we'll turn around it's the movie with the dogs. It was I love that movie.
Yeah.
It was like squirrel, so that was okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I stole that from Shannon Schroeder, by the way. Squirrel brain.
But it's so
Shannon.
crazy that we all like, different walks of life or whatever. But it's like something is just brings us all together just by, just something mutual as far as like squirrel. I thought we was the only people that did that.
Oh no.
It was squirrel. And then we just snap out of it.
No. For me it's like song lyrics.
Okay.
I'll just be like I have to go do this thing. No, I'm gonna sing this song instead.
Yeah, just out here counting butterflies. I'm with that too.
Look at the clouds today.
I'm telling you, especially when they're making shapes. You're like, shit.
Yeah. That's a legit distraction in my book.
I get it. Okay, so
look at the clouds.
It won't be purple hair.
It won't be purple hair girl.
Okay.
Wow, I'm torn. I would think it would either be Caro, who's the other gal and Out on the Ice.
Okay.
She'd be really just interesting. She'd have interesting stories. She's one of those very, she's kind of wise. Okay. She's kind of like the person who gives the right advice.
I got you.
So I think she'd be that person, if you had a problem, you could talk with her, and she'd give you, that right advice.
Okay. I
think I do that with her. Or in my third book coming out, I have Regan Lane, who is extremely outspoken and brash, and she is like the me I wish I was, who's just not afraid to say what's on her mind, and she really pushes for equity in women's sports, and everyone, we should get the same money as the men, and why aren't we getting good facilities? And she would just be a good time to talk to.
Okay, I absolutely love that. I like that. Kelly, if you were hosting a dinner party and could invite 5 people from any era, who would it be?
Wow.
Dead or alive?
Yes. If it's any era, let's see. Wow, this is a good question. I have to go with first instincts. I'd have to say Jane Austen.
Yeah.
Just because everyone, everyone's got this lofty image of her, and she would probably really be a snarky bitch. And so we'd probably, knowing what we know now of stuff, we'd probably be like, oh my God, she's hilarious.
And what would be ugly would be if the way we interpreted Pride and Prejudice. What if she's like, that's not what that shit meant?
Yeah, right.
We'd be like, oh my God, it would be crazy.
Yeah. That would be funny. Any author who were oh, their novels are blah blah blah. Yes. She'd be like, no, I was just pissed off at someone. Wrote a book about it. Fuck, ain't none of that shit true. You're like, oh my God. All right, so you got
was it all? Yeah, so you got Jane Austen.
Wow. I'm trying to think somebody from the Roaring '20s. I don't know. Okay. Somebody who's you know what I think would be fun, just to go to those salons in Paris in the '20s, where you just had all of the expats.
Oh yeah, okay.
Chilling.
Yes.
In Paris.
Yeah.
I think that's that movie Midnight in Paris. Which
Midnight in Paris,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But no.
I do some of that though.
But I just think that would be cool to fly on the wall and just be wow.
Okay. So for your dinner party, you want to bring all the saloons in Paris there.
Yeah, it'd be you'd have the painters, the writers, the actors, the theater people.
And Jane Austen.
That
would be hot though. For real. When you think about it.
I think Jane Austen would enjoy it.
She would enjoy it. I think I would enjoy that too. That's a hot dinner party. Just thinking about how it is. You know what I'm saying? Just how all the cultures that would be there and the different. That would be nice.
Yeah, because it was so It was such an interesting. It was so interesting and diverse that people from like just the different walks of the world, different walks of art, and how they all just kind of like had these radical ideas.
Yes,
and were sharing their ideas with one another.
That would be hot.
Yeah,
I love it. Absolutely, that will be fun. I love it. Okay, Kelly, so bringing us to the end of my interview because you got to get ready. First of all, we have the luncheon, and then you will be signing.
I'll be at the book signing.
You'll be at the book
signing whatever you would like me to sign.
Yeah, from 3 to 5. So everyone, you have not picked up this book, Out on the Ice. And what's the second one?
The second book is called Unexpected Goals.
Unexpected Goals. Where can they go and get your books?
They're available on all the major e-book retailers, so the Zon, Kobo, Apple Books, Google Play. You can get it from the Harlequin website.
Okay.
So yeah.
Everything. And then tell everybody all your social media handles and where they can find Kelly Farmer.
Where they can find me. So I'm on Twitter the most.
Okay.
And I am at Kelly Farmer Auth. So it's KELLYFARMERAUTH, because that's the letter limit. And thanks, Twitter. Can I have 2 more letters?
I'm just right. So I love it.
And I have a Facebook page that I post to occasionally, and that's Kelly Farmer Author on Facebook. My website is kellyfarmerauthor.com.
All right, all things
Good
Kelly
stuff.
Farmer. So you guys go check her out. Kelly, last question. If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
That was random. I've named my autobiography already. That was random. Or that was unexpected.
I love it. All right, cool. That's what's up. Thank you so much for joining me today.
I don't know if you want to talk about the Hallmark book.
When is that coming out?
Fall of 2023.
Okay.
But I'm super excited.
What? Well, you know what? I tell you what, because we're gonna invite you back here to the Brown Book Series,
Okay.
and then so we have the hour interview, and you could tell me and my crew all about it.
That would be wonderful.
That'd be
it's their first LGBTQ title.
Oh
that
yeah.
They're publishing. So.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first that Hallmark is publishing.
Yeah, for Hallmark. They've been around for a couple of years. And Stacey Donovan is the editorial director, and she's been pushing for it like since day one, and she finally got the okay.
So have you written the book yet, or you have to write the book?
I have written it, so it's like technically written, but
Kelly,
not.
now look, this shit gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? They finally are gonna do it, and you're gonna be this gotta be like.
Yeah, it's like Vanessa Riley was saying last night, like. There's that pressure.
Yeah.
So.
But don't let it get the best of you though.
You know, I'm excited. It's a Wonderful Life retelling.
Okay.
So the angels are drag queens.
I need that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
Because RuPaul is my my hero.
Yes.
She's my shiro.
Well, you know, I like all of the queens are like based on like my favorite queens.
So who's your favorite queen?
It's got to be Monet Exchange.
Listen.
Yes.
Monet Exchange is everything.
She is.
I love
literally everything.
Yes, I love Monet Exchange.
Yeah, she's my favorite, and I would say Bob the Drag Queens. When
Bob won the when he won that season, what is it? Season 2 or season 3? I can't remember. But when he won, I absolutely loved it. I was screaming, oh my God.
Yeah, because she was just so good on her season, like so good.
Yes, and then BB is beautiful. Oh.
Okay, so BB is like the drag mother in my book.
Let me tell you
That's what
something.
I picture.
Yes, BB is awesome, and my whole thing is if I look at RuPaul, I automatically go to BB next. BB is beautiful.
Yes.
Just beautiful. I absolutely love that. Oh my God.
She's such a mother, you know.
She
like
is.
even on the show,
a
while
mother.
competing.
And to the nation, honey. To the nations.
Yes.
I love her so much. So you gonna have to talk.
Yeah.
You're my kind of girl.
We'll talk about Drag Race.
I love Drag Race. I'm telling you,
Yes.
I got the thing. Alyssa is coming to Boston, and I'm like, I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Her Trinity is cool too. I'm gonna go check Trinity out. But yeah, I absolutely love it. All right, Kelly, they told me to wrap it up. I got another interview coming in. They got me on the puppy mill, y'all. I'm coming in and out all day.
Right.
But this is so good. This is so interesting. And we'll be there from 3 to 5 to check you out.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank
Kelly.
you.
Kelly, you can't get up. You got to wait till we stop the camera. Oh, my God. Y'all, hey, we'll be back in a few minutes.